Brett the Pikey Johns. We can talk about the O2 Arena. It is Cage Warriors 84. Just looking down the card, if we start off with Alexander Jakobsen from Norway fighting Tom Green, thoughts on that?
Yeah, so obviously a good matchup. You know, there's a lot of hype behind Tom Green. You know, I haven't seen much of him, but there's a lot of hype. I see him on the local circuit. Jakobsen, I think, come off the fight with Tim Wilde. I think it was the fantastic knock over Tim Wilde. Tim Wilde's a very unusual character to fight, so to have a knock over that guy is quite a statement, you know.
Lee Chadwick, saw him at Liverpool last month. Good fighter. He's up against Bowler. Oh, Omoyele.
Yes.
Hey, done well there.
Yes, I know. I've spoken to Bowler. You know, he's a nice guy, and Lee Chadwick is actually a legend of like UK MMA. You know, it's a good fight. It's a cracking fight. Like I said, Bowler is obviously used to fight a welterweight. He's come up to middleweight now, and I'm looking forward to seeing Bowler. You know, I was always a big fan of his. You know, he fought in the Ultimate Fighter, and like I said, I've always been a big fan of him. So I'd like to see Bowler get that win there. You know.
I think Lee won up in Liverpool. They're a tight lot, those Liverpool lads, aren't they? They all train in the same gym.
They do, and he beat a good guy, a guy that I really like as well, Tommy Quinn, and he's a decent guy who trains with Ross Pearson. So like I said, Lee's got them heavy hands and also got a submission game to back it up, you know.
Kenneth Berg's coming over from Norway. He's a big boy. He's a bit of a brute. He's up against Norman Parisi. You know him, don't you?
Yes, I know Parisi. I'm not too sure about Berg, but like I said, yeah, anybody who fights Norman Parisi, you know, the guy was a Bellator veteran. You know, he fought us. Like I said, he fought us in middleweight. You know, he fought some good guys there. Like I said, you know, obviously, I think Berg is 5-1 or something like that. Yeah, okay. So obviously, he's got a lot of hype behind him, and Parisi's more of a veteran. So, like I said, it'd be nice to see that fight. That's a good stylistic match, I think.
What about this one, Matt Inman against Brad Wheeler?
That's I think a fight a lot of people want to see. You know, obviously Wheeler used to fight lightweight, he's come up to welterweight now. Inman, he's already a welterweight and he's a good welterweight at that. You know, and he's fought the guys such as Lewis Long and obviously come off that fight with Carl Armasu. So it's a good fight. I'm not going to predict any winners there, but I can tell you what, that's definitely my choice to fight of the night.
What about this one? Because you know Nathaniel Wood. Now, a lot of people are talking him up. He's up against Marko Kovacevic. Now, that is a fight, but people are predicting that Nathanial Wood to go into UFC.
Oh, definitely, I definitely think so. You know, I went up to train with him and Brad Pickett, and you know, Nathaniel has absolutely electric hands. You know, everybody saw that, but I had first glimpse of it when he was going towards my face in training. So I know how fast he really is, and I definitely see Nathaniel being that Cage Warriors world champion without a shadow of a doubt. But I also see him getting that UFC shot as well. You know, he's like I said, he's been on the circuit for a while. And I think now he's broken through, and now he's getting in big fights. You know, Vonley isn't an easy name to fight, and he put him away in 2 rounds. You know, so I definitely see a really, really bright future for Nathaniel. You know, and like I said, hopefully I get up to London and train with him again, because he was definitely a big help to me up in London.
Brad's talking him up. I mean, Brad's done it. He's been in UFC. He's saying that Nathaniel's going to go all the way. Are you convinced as well?
Yeah, he's like I said. I was quite shocked in sparring. You know what I mean? He's a really good little fighter. You know, and he's got some quick hands, like, and the power's behind it as well. So, yeah, I definitely see him going all the way. You know, obviously I'm there as well. You know, I don't want to forget about myself, but I definitely see him going far. And definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, he'll reach the UFC. You know, he's going to win in the O2. He's going to win that belt. I know that, and then he's going to obviously go on bigger things then.
The O2 on that night. It's going to be a massive night, though. He won't have fought on anything like that before, will he? Not as big as that.
I'm not sure, man. You know, the Liverpool card was quite big, but like, yes, you're right. The O2 is going to be a bigger venue. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm quite jealous. You know, my fight in March didn't really hit off in the O2, but he gets the fight there now, and fingers crossed. You know, his hometown winning a world title there, can't get much better than that, really, can you?
If he gets that belt, you want it off him?
You want to say it again?
If he gets that belt, who's going to take it off him?
I can't see nobody for a long time. If he's going to stay in Cage Warriors for a few fights, there's a couple of names in the mix. Obviously, Josh Reed is fighting you tonight, a Welsh boy from Tonight Combat. That's someone I think he'll keep his eye on. But other than that, I don't see many guys really giving him trouble.
And the future for you?
For me, I'm just going to go fight by fight. You know, hopefully I can get on that July card in Glasgow. That's where I want. And obviously it's the same sort of goal that every other bantamweight in the world has got. I want my eye on that prize, and that's to get that UFC Bantamweight Championship. Won't happen for a few fights, obviously, but let's see what happens next. You know, obviously a disappointment in March with Entwistle pulling out, but now we got the other chapter of the story, and no matter what happens, you know, I'm going to go in there and give it 100%. You know, I enjoy fighting for the UFC, such as Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors are always behind me as well. I won a world title in this promotion. It's going to be the same story in the UFC. I will win that UFC title one day.